What's happening, Leo Lens viewers? Get ready for a lightning-fast rundown of the stories that are dominating the conversation. We've got the latest on a Hollywood icon's personal life, a deep dive into his candid reflections on a major milestone, a glimpse at a picturesque getaway, and a surprising revelation about a career-defining role. You don't want to miss this. Let's dive in. First up, Leonardo DiCaprio is making waves off the coast of Spain, enjoying a summer yacht trip with his girlfriend, Vittoria Ceretti. We've got the exclusive details on their sun-soaked escape. Then, we're unpacking Leo's recent thoughts on hitting the big 50, with some seriously honest advice on aging and relationships. Plus, get a look at that yacht trip from a different angle, and we'll reveal a major movie role that DiCaprio almost turned down. Stick around, you won't want to miss a second. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're always in the know. A summer cruise with a star. Hollywood icon Leonardo DiCaprio was recently spotted enjoying a luxurious summer yacht trip off the picturesque coast of Spain, accompanied by his girlfriend, Vittoria Ceretti. The couple, who were first romantically linked in 2023, were photographed soaking up the sun on board, embodying the epitome of a summer getaway. Ceretti, a prominent model, was seen in an eye-catching animal-printed bikini, while DiCaprio opted for a more understated look in a black bathing suit. Their public appearances together have continued to draw significant attention, offering glimpses into their relationship. Ceretti herself has spoken about the dynamics of dating a globally recognized figure. In an interview with Vogue France, she candidly shared her perspective on being associated with DiCaprio. She expressed frustration with the label girlfriend of, noting how it can overshadow individual identity. As soon as you're in a relationship with someone who has a larger following than you become girlfriend of, or boyfriend of, for that matter. And that can be extremely annoying, she told the outlet. Suddenly, people are talking about you as so-and-so's girlfriend who is so-and-so's ex. So it's not nice to think that you can't love whoever you want because of the labels people need to stick on you. Despite the public scrutiny, Ceretti shared a positive outlook on their relationship, stating, "If what you're experiencing is real, if you know you love each other, then there's no reason to be alarmed. Because love protects and gives confidence." The couple reportedly met in Milan, though Ceretti chose not to divulge further specifics about their initial encounters. DiCaprio, who celebrated his 50th birthday last year, has also recently shared his thoughts on aging and personal philosophy. In a candid conversation with filmmaker Paul Thomas Anderson for Esquire, DiCaprio humorously remarked that he feels emotionally 32. When asked about turning 50, he described it as a period that fosters a desire to just be more honest and not waste your time. He elaborated on this sentiment, drawing a parallel with his mother, who he says just says exactly what she thinks and wastes no time. DiCaprio emphasized the importance of being upfront in all aspects of life, including personal and professional relationships. Being more upfront and risking having things fall apart or risk the disagreements or risk going your separate ways from any type of relationship in life. The personal, professional, it's that you just don't want to waste your time anymore, he stated. He views this honesty as a responsibility, acknowledging that much more of your life is behind you than it is ahead of you. Social media and public commentary have been abuzz with reactions to DiCaprio's candid remarks on aging and his relationship. Many fans have lauded his honesty, while others continue to speculate about his dating preferences, particularly his history of relationships with younger partners. The juxtaposition of his mature reflections with his public image continues to fuel discussions online. But does this newfound honesty extend to his career choices? Next, we're diving into a surprising admission about a role that almost didn't happen. 50 and Fearless, DiCaprio's philosophy on life. At the significant milestone of 50, Leonardo DiCaprio, a figure who has spent more than half his life under the intense glare of the Hollywood spotlight, is contemplating his journey and sharing profound insights on growing older. In a recent interview with Esquire, conducted by filmmaker Paul Thomas Anderson, DiCaprio articulated a philosophy centered on honesty and the efficient use of time, stating, "Well, it creates a feeling like you have a desire to just be more honest and not waste your time." This reflection comes as he navigates the next chapter of his career and personal life. DiCaprio's conversation with Anderson, who directed his upcoming black comedy action film One Battle After Another, delved into the actor's mindset. The film, inspired by the 1990 political fiction book Vineland, features DiCaprio in a mission-driven role. Reflecting on his own life's progression, DiCaprio shared, "I can only imagine how the next few decades are going to progress." He finds inspiration in his mother's directness, noting, "I look at my mother, for example, and she just says exactly what she thinks and wastes no time. She spends no time trying to fake it." This familial example seems to underscore his own evolving perspective on authenticity. Having recently celebrated his 50th birthday on November 11, 2024, DiCaprio, also recognized for his role in the 2024 Leo Lens movies for Grown-Up's Best Picture winner Killers of the Flower Moon, is emphasizing the importance of straightforwardness in relationships and taking life's experiences with gratitude. He elaborated on this by saying, "Being more upfront and risking having things fall apart, or risk the disagreements, or risk going your separate ways from any type of relationship in life. The personal, professional, it's that you just don't want to waste your time anymore." He views this approach not just as a personal preference, but as a responsibility. You have to just be much more upfront. It's almost a responsibility because much more of your life is behind you than it is ahead of you. The actor's reflections have resonated widely, drawing comparisons to other public figures who have embraced their later years with similar candor. Charlize Theron, who also turned 50 recently, expressed excitement about the milestone, telling USA Today that her mother advised, "Oh, honey, it gets so much better when you hit your 70s. Similarly, Sandra Oh, speaking to Leo Lens as she approached 50, shared a sense of gratitude, highlighting the agency and resilience that comes with midlife. "You have a certain amount of agency, a certain amount of power, and a certain amount of understanding what the deal is," Oh said. "You have an inner resilience. You realize as we mature, there's less and less that you can control. The only thing is, can I freak out differently?" DiCaprio's candidness about aging and his life philosophy has sparked considerable online discussion, with many appreciating his willingness to share such personal reflections. The narrative around his dating life, often focused on his relationships with younger women, continues to be a topic of public interest, even as he speaks about prioritizing honesty and making the most of his time. His candidness extends beyond personal philosophy. What surprising career decision did he almost make? A tale of two getaways, DiCaprio and Ceretti's Ibiza escape. Leonardo DiCaprio, the celebrated Oscar winner, was recently observed enjoying a seaside retreat in Ibiza, accompanied by his girlfriend, Vittoria Ceretti. The pair, who have been romantically linked since August 2023, were photographed while on a luxury yacht, embracing the Mediterranean summer. DiCaprio, who recently turned 50, appeared in a relaxed mood, sporting blue swimming trunks and a towel wrapped around his waist, showcasing a noticeable weight loss. Ceretti, a 27-year-old supermodel, complemented the scene in a striking thong bikini and a baseball cap, highlighting her toned physique. The outing comes shortly after DiCaprio made rare public comments about his approach to dating as he navigates his 50s. In an interview with Esquire UK, he emphasized the importance of honesty and efficiency in relationships, stating, "Turning 50 creates a feeling like you have a desire to just be more honest and not waste your time." He elaborated on this by explaining that at this stage of life, with much more life behind him now than ahead, he feels compelled to be upfront, even if it risks causing disagreements or separations. "You have to just be much more upfront. It's almost a responsibility, because much more of your life is behind you than it is ahead of you," he shared. DiCaprio's dating history has often been a subject of public fascination and scrutiny, particularly his reputed preference for dating women in their 20s. The article references past relationships, including his 5-year romance with Camilla Morrone, which ended shortly after she turned 25, and his rumored connections with Gigi Hadid and others. Despite public perception, sources close to DiCaprio have indicated a desire to move past the narrative of exclusively dating younger women, with a reported interest in more mature relationships. However, The media's persistent focus on his relationships means he is frequently linked to new partners, often regardless of the factual basis. Ceretti herself was previously married to Italian DJ Matteo Milleri from 2020 until 2023. While she's been seen wearing a ring on her wedding finger, sources have clarified that she and DiCaprio are not engaged. Their relationship, which began with a reported ice cream date in Santa Barbara in August 2023, has seen them support each other publicly, including DiCaprio attending Milan Fashion Week to support Ceretti. The public's reaction to DiCaprio's dating life remains a mixed bag, with some defending his choices and others criticizing the perceived pattern. His recent comments on aging and honesty, however, have garnered a more positive reception from some segments of the audience, who appreciate his candidness about life's transitions. While enjoying the Spanish coast, DiCaprio also reflected on his career. What iconic 90s movie did he almost turn down? A near miss in Hollywood, DiCaprio's Titanic hesitation. In a surprising revelation that sheds light on one of cinema's most iconic films, filmmaker James Cameron has disclosed that Leonardo DiCaprio almost declined the role of Jack Dawson in Titanic. The blockbuster, released in 1997, went on to become a cultural phenomenon and a critical and commercial success, cementing DiCaprio's status as a leading man. Cameron, speaking to Leo Lens Digital, revealed DiCaprio's initial reluctance stemmed from a perception that the role was too easy. This sentiment is particularly intriguing given the immense physical and emotional demands of portraying Jack, a character who captures the hearts of audiences worldwide. The sheer scale of the production, the historical context, and the intense romantic narrative required a nuanced performance, making DiCaprio's initial hesitation a point of fascination for fans and industry observers alike. Titanic, directed by Cameron, told the story of a forbidden romance between Jack, a poor artist, and Rose DeWitt Bukater, a young woman from a privileged background, aboard the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic. The film masterfully blended historical accuracy with a compelling fictional love story, earning 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. DiCaprio's performance as Jack is widely regarded as one of his most memorable, characterized by charm, vulnerability, and a magnetic screen presence. The character's enduring popularity is a testament to DiCaprio's portrayal, which perfectly captured the spirit of a free-spirited adventurer caught in a tragic love affair. The film's enduring legacy is further amplified by the fact that its male lead was nearly portrayed by someone else, or perhaps not portrayed by DiCaprio at all. This anecdote adds another layer to the storied production of Titanic. It highlights the delicate balance of casting decisions and the often unforeseen paths that lead to cinematic masterpieces. DiCaprio's eventual acceptance of the role proved to be a pivotal moment in his career, launching him into superstardom and defining his early professional trajectory. The film's success and the iconic nature of the Jack Dawson character underscore the significance of his decision to ultimately commit to the project. The revelation has generated considerable buzz among fans, sparking discussions about how different casting choices might have altered the film's impact. Many are marveling at the near miss, appreciating the serendipity that brought DiCaprio and the role of Jack Dawson together. From almost turning down a legendary role to enjoying a summer yacht trip, DiCaprio's life is always in motion. Let's quickly recap the top stories of the day. And that's a wrap on today's updates. We saw Leonardo DiCaprio enjoying a summer yacht trip with Vittoria Ceretti. We heard his candid thoughts on turning 50 and the importance of honesty. We got another look at that Ibiza getaway, and we learned about a major role he almost passed on. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Leo Lens for more exclusive content, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you in the next one.